Hello dear students, welcome to the session. Today we are going to do direct and indirect speech. So in this session, I'll be teaching you direct and indirect speech and how we can change sentences from direct to indirect speech. It looks tough, but it will not be tough if you pay attention and listen to the rules and explanation nicely. Now see direct speeches, you can see the example. Here I am baking cookies for Zine. Now here this lady is speaking on her own. Now in the other picture you have seen that this girl, she is passing on the words of grandma to a little boy. Grandma said she is baking cookies for you. Now here direct speech, when a person is speaking on her own and when her words are passed through third person by some other person, that is indirect speech. Now you can see here tense has been changed. Now she is, it is she was. So there are some changes that we'll be learning in the coming slides. Now there are two ways in which we can report the words of a speaker. Now, if somebody has said anything, now there are two ways when we can convey the message of the speaker to the third person or to the other person. So, what is those ways? Now, first is by repeating the exact words used by the speaker. Now, somebody has told you, suppose your teacher has told you that you have to bring a book tomorrow. Now you can go home and you can tell your mother that my teacher has said bring a book tomorrow. Clear? Now here you have used the exact words of the speaker. And the other way is by reporting only the content of what the other person has said. You don't have to speak the exact words of the speaker, but you have to use only the content. What was the message that your teacher wanted to give to your mother? So you have to just convey that my teacher told me to bring a book the next day. Clear? So this way you can just use the exact words of the speaker, or you can use only the content to convey the message of the speaker. Fine. So now read these sentences. Now here this sentence, Ram said Anand is a good boy. Clear? Now read this sentence. Ram said Anand is a good boy. Now in this sentence is in direct speech because Ram is saying, Ram is speaking, speaker is speaking. Exact words of the speaker are used. Now for example, now here in this sentence, this word said is reporting verb. This is called reporting verb. And the sentence in the inverted commas, this is called reported speech. Fine. Now first you have to learn this, that said is reporting verb and the sentence in the bracket inverted commas is reported speech. Now let's move further. Now in this sentence, what has been done? We repeat or quote the exact words spoken by the speaker. This is called direct speech or narration. So here when exact words of the speaker are used, then this is direct speech or also called narration. Now here what we have done, we have put the exact words of the speaker within quotation mark. You can see, you can notice that this whatever speaker has said, those words have been put in inverted commas and we place a colon after said. After said we have used comma, sorry, not colon, we have used comma, and we write first word inside the quotation mark with a capital letter. Now first letter of the sentence that is written in inside the inverted commas is capital. So you have to take care that in direct speech we have to put the exact words spoken by the speaker in inverted commas and we use comma after said and first letter of the word is capital. Okay, now see this sentence. Next sentence. Ram said that Anand was a good boy. Now here you can notice some change from the first sentence. you can notice the changes. What are the changes? Can we discuss them? Yes, there is no comma after said. Then we have used that. Then we have also removed inverted commas from the sentence. Okay, now this is indirect speech. This is indirect speech. Now, in this sentence, we have not used the exact words of the speaker, but we have used only the content, what the speaker wanted to say. Yes, that has been used. So this is called indirect speech. This is called indirect speech, when we use only the content used by the speaker and not his exact words. So what are the other things that we do in indirect speech? We also call it reported speech, and we do not use quotation marks. As you have said, as you have seen, we have removed the quotation marks from this sentence, and it does not have to be word to word, same as word to word. Here, comma is also removed after said. Then it is used to talk about the past. Normally it talks about the past. Why? Why it talks about the past? Because the person has already spoken. Now when the third person is passing the message to somebody else, naturally it would be past tense only, because that action is already over. So tense of the verb changes. Tense of the verb changes from present to past. Now see, Ram said that Anand is a good boy in a previous sentence, and here it has been said Anand was a good boy. Sorry. So is changed to past, was. Okay. So when we change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, we change the verb from present to past. But there are certain rules that we need to follow while changing the sentence from present to past. We'll be learning those rules in the coming slides. Now here reported speech is also used by conjunction, introduced by the conjunction that. Now you can notice that this conjunction that is already added in this sentence. It was not there in the previous sentence. So that is also one change that we need to take care of. Okay, now rules for changing direct speech to indirect speech. Now we will study some rules to change the speech from direct to indirect. Let's start. First, you can just revise this again. As I told you, said is reporting verb. We have used comma. The first letter of the sentence in the inverted commas is capital, and then full stop has also been used. Okay, rule number 1. Now, rule number 1 is if the reporting verb is in the present tense or future tense, the verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. Now, see, now you have to remember what is reporting verb that we have already discussed in the previous slides. That said, that word said was reporting verb. So from now onwards, I'll be using reporting verb. So the reporting verb, if it is in present tense or future tense, then we don't change the tense of the sentence in the inverted commas. I'll show you why. I'll show you the example. Now see this, Dia says there is no water in the glass. Now this sentence is in direct speech, and you can say the reporting verb says, it is in present tense. So how are we going to change it into indirect speech? Dia says that there is no water in the glass. Just now we have learned that from the present tense verb is changed to past tense, but I told you there are certain rules to follow. So when the reporting verb is in present tense, then we don't change it into past tense. So that is why here says is in present tense. So we have not changed the tense of the reported speech. It is still in present tense. There is no water. We have not written there was no water. I hope it is clear to you why we have not changed the tense in this sentence. Now next sentence, Ram will say nobody was in auditorium. Now here you can see reporting verb is in future tense. It is there in future tense. And what is the first rule? That when the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, then we don't change the tense of the reported speech. So again, what are we going to do? See, Ram will say that nobody was in the auditorium. So we have to keep the sentence as it is. We don't have to change the tense of the sentence. So it will say, Ram will say that nobody was in the auditorium. I hope this rule is clear to you, that whenever reporting verb is in present or future tense, we don't change the tense of the reported speech. It remains same. Now rule number 2, if the reporting verb is in past tense, now here comes all the game. What happens whenever the reporting verb is in past tense? Then the verb in the reported speech is also changed to the past. We have to change the verb in the reported speech to its past form. Okay. Now, in other words, if in direct speech we find reporting verb said, then we'll change the tense of the verb inside the quotation marks to the past tense. So it is changed into past tense. And how it is changed into past tense, that also we are going to learn. Let us see the example. How the sub rules are: the simple present becomes simple past. Now the rule says that it changes into past tense, so you have to be clear that how it is changed. So how it is changed? Simple present becomes simple past. Example: Tia said Nina works very hard. Now here reporting verb said, it is in past tense, and the verb here is in present tense in the reported speech. So simple past, it will become simple present, it will become simple past. For example, Tia said that Nina worked very hard. So instead of work, we have changed into worked. Simple present has been changed to simple past. Now present continuous tense becomes past continuous tense. So actually what you have to do, you have to check the tense of the reported speech, and then accordingly you have to change its form. Simple present, simple past, present continuous, past continuous. Example: Meera said, I am teaching French online. Now here reporting verb is in past tense, and the tense in the reported speech is continuous. So present continuous, it will be changed to past continuous. Example: Meera said that she was teaching French online. So that has to be added. This we have already learned, that conjunction that is to be added. Now third rule, the present perfect becomes past perfect. Simple present becomes simple past. Past present continuous becomes past continuous. Present perfect becomes past perfect. Example: Anu said, I have lived here for long time. So it will be changed to Anu said that she had lived there for a long time. Now you can notice one more change here, that here it has been changed to there. So there is a list of some words I'll be giving you afterwards. They are also to be changed in indirect speech. May is changed into might, and can is changed into could. Example: he said Rahul may clear the exam. So report in indirect speech, it would be he said that Rahul might clear the exam. May has changed into might. Now next rule, the simple past becomes past perfect. Now if the reported speech is in simple past, then it becomes past perfect. Example: Dev said Avi reached at night. So sentence will be, Dev said that Avi no, Avi had reached at night, because simple past would change to past perfect. Reached, had reached. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Ravi said all were looking at the magician. So it would be, Ravi said that all had been looking at the magician. So were looking past continuous tense is changed to past perfect continuous tense. All had been looking. Shall change to should, will change to would. Radha said, I will open the door. In direct speech, Radha said that she would open the door. I hope these rules are clear to you. Okay, let's move further. Now, rule number third rule. If in the indirect speech, the reported speech contains some universal or habitual fact. Now, if in the reported sentence of the reported speech, if it contains some universal truth or habitual fact that nobody can change, then it has to remain same. Then it is not changed. For example, I'll show you. The teacher said, the sun rises in the east. Now, this sentence is universal truth. It is not like that ki it can change. It cannot change. So it will remain same. So what will be the sentence in indirect speech? The teacher said that the sun rises in the east. Clear? No change. The sun rises, the sun rises. I hope this rule is clear. Rule number 4. Now pronouns are also changed. From first person in direct speech are changed to the same person as the subject of the introductory verb. Now see, if I say, see this, Sita said, I have done my homework. Now if you are going to report this sentence, then you cannot say Sita said that I have done my homework. It will change the meaning altogether. So this pronoun has to be changed. So how it would be changed? Sita said that she had done her homework. Sita said, now it makes sense that yes, the person is same who was talking in the direct speech. If I would have written Sita said that I had done my homework, so it would have been different meaning. Rule number 5. Now pronouns of the second person in direct speech are changed in indirect speech to the same person as the noun or pronoun which comes after the introductory verb. This how it happens. Now Abhi said to Abhi, you are a smart boy. Now you have to see the pronoun used in the direct speech, and accordingly you have to change the pronoun in the indirect speech. For example, Avi told Abhi that he was a smart boy. Now, whenever you have said to in a sentence, reporting verb as said to, then it has to be changed according to the sentence. For example, if it is request, then you can write requested or told or suggested or whatever. So words like that, they are to be used. Rule number 6, pronouns of the third person in direct speech remains the same. Now, but obviously they will remain same. If third person has been talked about in direct speech, then it would be same. He said to me, she was correct. So it was how it has to be written. He told me, because said to me, so it has to be changed. He told me that she had been correct. You can see said to has been changed to told, and then she. It remained same. Had been correct. Now you have to make a note that in all the above examples, verb said in the direct speech becomes told, and the preposition to is not to be used. So this has to be taken care of. Rule number 7, when turning a sentence from direct to indirect, words showing nearness are changed into words showing distance. So the words that show nearness, they have to be changed to words that show distance. Example, now becomes then. You must have noticed these words in previous sentences that have been discussed. Now becomes then, here becomes there, ago, before, today, before, this, that, these, those, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the previous day, the day before, last night, the previous night, or the night before. So this also has to be taken care of. Okay, direct speech. Tim said, I am free now. Here are some examples of those words. I am free now. Tim said that he was free then. Instead of now, then is used. He said, I have seen this woman in the market. This will change to that. That he had seen that woman in the market. You can see, notice the changes. How many changes have been done from direct to indirect speech. He said, then that has been introduced, then pronoun has been changed, tense has been changed, and this to that. So you have to be very careful while changing sentences from direct to indirect speech. You have to see what all things are to be changed. You have to be really very careful. She said, I went to cinema yesterday. She said that she had gone. Went will change to had gone to cinema instead of yesterday. Here, the day before has been used. The day before has been used. Now, commands and requests. When we have commands or requests in the reported speech, then how are they to be changed? I said to Karishma, please give me your pen. Here you can just make out that in this sentence, request is made. So how will you write? I said to, I told you it will be changed according to the sentence. So said to will change according to the sentence. It will be requested. I requested Karishma to give me her pen. Your pen will change to her pen. The teacher said, do your best, Radhika. Now here the teacher is advising. So instead of said, we'll write advised. The teacher said, the teacher advised Radhika to do her best. Now rule number 9, in the reporting question, if the question is there in direct speech, then how it has to be changed? Rosie said to her, how are you doing? Rosie asked her how she was doing. Now it has to be changed. The interrogative form has to be changed into simple form, into plain sentence, assertive sentence. It has to be changed. So you have to see that if there is request, if there is command, if there is question, all these sentences are changed to assertive sentences. Now, if exclamation or wishes, then we have to see how are they changed. Students said, hooray, we have won the series. So now here exclamation sentence is there. So see how it will be changed. Students exclaimed. Instead of said, we have used exclaimed with joy that they had won the series. So we have not used said, we have used exclaimed to show exclamation, feeling of joy. Harish said to her, may God bless you. Now here it is blessing. So it will be Harish prayed that God might. This we have learned. May will be changed to might. Harish prayed that God might bless her. Now just a kind of recall so that you don't forget. Now simple, you can go through this slide how the sentences are changed in different sentences. How the present, simple present, they are changed to past, simple past, continuous, present continuous to past continuous. Same way, all the forms, how are the sentences change into indirect speech. You can just go through them. And the words that we have discussed will, it would change to would, can, could, may, might, must, had to, have to, had to. You can go through all the sentences. Now here are some more changes of pronouns that we have discussed. I becomes he, she, we becomes they, you, I, she, he, we, they, according to the sentence. They remains they, third person remains same. She, he, it. You can again go through these sentences, how they have changed. Okay, now these words that are changed according to the distance. The words showing nearness are changed to the words that show distance. This, that, this day, that day, these, these days, those days, here, there, now, then, today, that day, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, the following day, at the moment, last night, the night before, last year, the year before, next year, the following year, tonight, that night, ago, before, or earlier. Now let's practice some sentences. She says she looked pretty. Okay, so this sentence is in direct speech. We are going to change it. She says that she looked pretty. We have not changed the verb in the reported speech because the reporting verb is in present tense. It is says, it is not said. The next sentence, my mother said tea is ready. So the sentence has changed into indirect speech. My mother said that tea was ready. He said we go to the market. So reporting verb is in simple present tense. So how are we going to change it? He said that they went to the market. Go has been changed to went. The teacher said I am going. I am going. Present continuous. So what we have to change? The teacher said that she was going. From am going to was going. Boys said our school has won the first prize. Okay, so now here we have to see the pronouns our school. So how are we going to change? Boys said that their school had won the first prize. Has will become had. Present perfect to past perfect. The girl said I delivered a speech. So the verb in the supported speech is simple past. So past perfect. It has to be changed to past perfect. The girl said that she had delivered a speech. Jolly said Smita had got good marks. Jolly said that Smita had got good marks. It is in past perfect, so it will remain same. There will be no change. Rohit said my friend got good marks. Again past tense, so past perfect. Rohit said that his friend had got good marks. She said I was riding a horse. Now you have to take care of the pronoun I. So what will be the change? She said that she had been, because past continuous, so past perfect continuous. She had been riding a horse. My father said honesty is the best policy. Now this sentence in the reported speech cannot be changed because it is fact. So how will be the report indirect speech? My father said that honesty is the best policy. It would remain same, there would be no change. So I have tried to give so many examples that included all tenses and pronouns to be changed, and I hope now you are clear with reported speech and you can use it in a right way. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you next time.